Okay, reporting sharp 4 o'clock, heading for Goa. All get up. Bike looks somewhat like that. Okay, rest of the talk on the road. I need fuel, so first thing is I'll put petrol, and after that I'll start storming. Petrol pumps are shut. Luckily I have 2 bars. I didn't rely completely on it. I am close to Bandra right now, and one mistake I did on my tripper. 3,440 kilometers. I'll remember this clip. One good advantage of this tank bag Metro by Rida is that I can actually open my petrol tank. So you guys want to know how cold it is? Okay, see this. It's quite cold, seriously. Okay, so you can say first official break, and it is cold. That's the main reason I took a break. Just left Pune, so I did non-stop riding, and it was fun, especially with this seat. It's very, very comfortable. So cold right now. I'm shivering. I'm literally shivering. It's that cold. And I'm just trying to kill time so that the sun comes out and I feel better. So here's my black coffee. So I'm doing a voice over right now, and the main reason of that is because the adapter of my GoPro mic keeps shaking. So don't worry, continue the vlog. The audio actually comes back, the original sound, and I thought I'll do a voiceover, and I think that'll be cool. First break, official break. Enjoyed poha at Kamats, heading towards Satara Kolhapur highway, which has few bad patches. I was a bit hungry, so I thought it's better I eat and then I can storm off. Especially taking the cold till Pune was terrible, and that actually lowered my speed a lot, and that's where I lost 2 hours of my time. Anyways, we'll move forward. Quickly talking about the visor which I have installed, because there were questions about it, that how did it perform and everything. So far it's really nice. It is really sturdy. MK Design has made great clamps, so no complaints about that. However, if you feel that the visor will protect literally like a ADB, the wind not coming on a helmet, that's not gonna happen. And but decent till 100 kilometers per hour speed. After that there's huge buffering which will happen on a helmet. So if you're ducking down, it's a different story. Otherwise it's decent for putting your gloves. Also keeping the bike steady, because the main wind which gushes through the headlight, it's actually taking and tolerating all that push coming from the wind. So it's decent if you're at 100-120. I still have enough fuel, but I'm just filling it up so that I can really cross Satara quickly and reach Kolhapur. Full tank कर देना. कार्ड लेते ना डेबिट. Okay, so it's exactly 10 o'clock in my watch. Okay, so finally after Satara, the Kolhapur highway is really nice. This is the time I can actually speed up and cover up my loss, which happened from Mumbai to Pune. I could not go beyond 60. Literally it was freezing cold. If I knew, I would have got a proper winter liner, and I thought this is gonna be basic, and that's a mistake I did. However, I'll try to cover up the loss going at great speeds. I am keeping around 120-130 average on this highway, all the way till Karnataka, towards Belgaum. I'm going to break for lunch around 3 o'clock, and from there ideally Goa should be more. Now I am at Nipani. I am connecting with Adarsh because he lives in south of Goa, so this new route is set on my map. But first I thought let's eat. I was really hungry right now, and luckily I found this joint which looks local and cool. I always check my tire pressure if there are any punctures or anything, because now I'm running tubeless, and check everything on the bike if everything is intact before I go to a restaurant. So I just washed my hands, sanitized it, fully loaded with people around, and food looks good. So let's try it. So I ordered this thali which is famous here. Then they serve rice. Okay, so my visor is clean. Yes, that is the photochromatic. Goes till the level till the sun goes. Now it really feels I'm entering Goa, right? This is decent. Yes, there were some off-road patches. Workers were working on some road. I don't know how we'll skip Chorla and take the other ghat with the 9 pins. I don't know. So I'm just on an explore mode. They've seen wild animals here. Wild boar and all is common actually. That's the main reason this is shut from 6 AM to 6 PM. How beautiful this road is though. Damn. And usually you should not even stop here to click pictures. That's what they told me. And because anything can happen, you know. So the forest department doesn't want you to be in a risk factor. And that's why there's a gate barricade there. Where you can't enter after 6 PM and 6 AM. But it's the roads are bad. Okay, this is beautiful. Okay, so we have a lake or a riverfront. What would you call it? Okay, Goans, tell me what this was. Come on, comment down below. My Goa Rad Army. Imagine 40 times I have come to Goa and I have not taken this route. I mean, I'm still in deja vu that I have taken it, but there you go. It says unmoored, right? So 27 kilometers unmoored. Remember this name, unmoored. So 2 names I remember very well, Amboli and Chorla. Now I'll remember unmoored. Patches that happens everywhere in India, and that's why I need a ADV now. And I was actually, you know what happened is I did put my front camera. It was bouncing so much, I was like, screw it. But see, now the road is smooth. Wow, beautiful, right? Really beautiful. And at Unmoored Junction, the main junction, others told me there are restaurants you can eat there, but I loved that thali what I ate. It was amazing. That's common here. Okay, the thali at that place was... So this is my thing, okay, when I see a local joint and I see a lot of crowd, I'm sure the food is great. I'm sure everything is good there. So, oh my god, I am feeling so satisfied right now. Just be careful if any animal just pops out. I just saw monkeys. Oh, it's a little chilly here. By the way, I've removed my liner, basically my zipper, and now I feel good. I got a street wind jacket because it's hot actually in the afternoons, and only Mumbai to Pune it is cold. Wow, beautiful road, man. Bigger animals come here to drink water, and there are monkeys already, but like really big ones. They come down there to drink water. You're not actually allowed to go down because this is forest property, but I just thought I'll show you all how beautiful this looks. Cool, eh? Wow. इधर कैंपिंग करो, कैंपिंग वालों तो मारू फट जाएगी सबकी. See, they've made a so whatever they have put has been spotted here. So they have put a picture of a tiger.
So they say that this is that spot where the tigers and the leopards come to drink water. That's why after 6 PM they don't allow. Right now you can see some cattle and few monkeys. That's all we could spot so far. And yeah, this is 27 kilometers of pure bliss. So if you have a cool bike and you know, yes, to come here it's a bit of a pain, but look at it, man, it's worth it. Don't you think so? It's nearly 4 o'clock in my watch, so I still have 2 hours, and 2 hours is actually for my destination, my main place where I'm going. And that's why others told me take this route. This will directly connect to the main highway, which will connect to his place. His place I'll show you all in tomorrow's vlog, because we are going to be like just exploring, chilling, and you know, discovering such places and cafes and food joints, because this time I'm in Goa for long, not for like 3 days or 2 days, which usually happens. So we are in Animal Kingdom right now, technically speaking. I think, you know, animals get a hint when such road passes through. They hear noises of engines and they know that this is restricted. So it's very rare that they would actually be just sitting around here and stuff like that. Past 15 minutes going through all this. Here's your testing of alloys, Royal Irado or whatever they're called, which I've put. Check the video out. This is their test time. Hopefully a 2000 kilometers review if they survive. I am not thrashing them, but I'm going at decent speed. I'm not extremely trashing them to test them like some KTM adventure guys would do for their 390s, but I am going decent speed, like what a normal person would avoid taking the bumps like I am doing. The only problem not going hard is because I have a lot of luggage, including a drone and a lot of camera gizmos in my tank bag. But I am giving it like literal shocks, what you would face, you know. So let's see. Hello monkey. Okay, as soon as you finish the ghat towards Unmode, there's a huge checking by cops. I thought it was for COVID, but they were actually checking bags, mostly for the people who are heading out of Goa. I think that's for alcohol. So I mean, he just looked at me and he just looked at my bike and my gear and said, okay, go. So nothing like that happened. Maybe when I'm heading back they might check me for supplies, or I don't know if the rules change. But what I know of, that if you're coming by road, you do not need a COVID test. Obviously if you have COVID, you will not go by road for such many hours, right? If you're unwell, you won't do such thing, being a good human, right? So I think flight still continues the law, because I had to do my COVID test while coming from Delhi, and so did my friend when she went to Chennai. But guess what, when she reached Chennai, nobody checked her out. So well, it's there, the law is there, but not for the road travelers. When I say road means, I mean anybody who's going by car, bike, truck, whatever. So I think they understand that these people will be responsible at least to not take a chance, you know. I have done at least 4 twisties so far. This is the one people were talking about. This entire 9 hairpin bend twisties have been made out of cement. This is what Adarsh was saying, you were gonna love this route. Okay guys, my GoPro battery has died and there's battery light showing on my bike. That's why I'm not shutting the bike. If I get further footage, I'll put this in this vlog, because it काफी बड़ा हो गया. This vlog has become very long, but I hope you guys enjoyed, because it's all raw, man. And if you liked it, you know what to do. There's the thumbs up button, subscribe. Tomorrow another vlog, Rad Moto.